So you've just moved into a new construction home. Everything's perfect, it's pristine, and maybe, just maybe, it feels a little sterile. If you're looking to inject that all-important character, well, you are in exactly the right place. Let's dive in. Does this sound familiar? You walk through the door, you smell that fresh paint, you see the totally flawless floors, and while it's all gorgeous, it can feel a bit, well, impersonal. You're not alone in feeling that, but don't worry, we're going to solve that right now. And this right here is exactly what we're talking about. It's the journey from just a house to a real home. We're moving from crisp and untouched to something warm, unique, a place that tells your story. Now, this is the most important mindset shift you can make. Your new house isn't a problem that needs fixing. No way. It's an opportunity. It's this beautiful, perfect, blank canvas just waiting for you to make your mark, and you don't have to undo decades of someone else's questionable choices to do it. Okay, so where do we even begin? We start with the foundation. The deepest, most lasting way to add character is to build it right into the architectural bones of the house itself. Let's break down exactly how you can do that. We're going to focus on these 4 game-changing areas. Seriously, think of these as the skeleton of your home's personality. When you get the bones right, every single thing you layer on top of it just looks better. You know that thin, basic trim that builders often use? Well, upgrading to taller, thicker baseboards or adding some elegant crown molding makes an immediate, dramatic difference. It adds this visual weight, creates beautiful shadows, and makes a room feel so much more substantial and custom. A new build can sometimes feel like a sea of flat, boring drywall. Wall treatments are the absolute perfect way to break that up. Whether you're going for the classic vibe of wainscoting or that sophisticated look of picture frame molding, these additions create actual physical depth and give the walls a totally bespoke feel. Now think about something you touch and use every single day, your doors. Swapping out a flimsy, hollow core door for a solid one completely changes the feel of your home. I mean, you go from that hollow click sound to a quiet, really satisfying thump. It's a subtle change that just screams quality and permanence. All right, we've got the architectural bones in place. Let's talk about the next layer up, the surfaces you see and touch every day. This is such a huge opportunity to infuse your home with soul. You know, the materials you pick have their own personality. So instead of a standard floor, maybe wide plank hardwood gives you that timeless, warm feeling. Or instead of a busy granite countertop, a beautiful quartz with soft, dramatic veining adds a layer of sophistication. Every choice tells a different part of the story. And if you really want to make a statement, look for materials that already have a story to tell. I mean, imagine the feel of handmade zellige tiles. Their little imperfections are what make them so beautiful. Or what about a thick, chunky beam of reclaimed wood as a fireplace mantle? You can practically feel the history. It instantly gives a brand new room a sense of a past. Next up is something that's so often overlooked, but it's one of the most powerful tools you have for creating atmosphere: lighting. The right lighting can make a space feel cozy and inviting, while the wrong lighting, well, it can make even the best room feel cold and sterile. To really get your lighting right, you have to think in layers. That one single light fixture in the middle of the ceiling, it's just not going to cut it. A truly well-lit room needs multiple sources of light, all working together to create depth, dimension, and interest. And here they are, the 3 essential layers. First, you've got your overall ambient light. Then, you need your focused task light. Think a reading lamp or lights under your kitchen cabinets. And finally, the fun one, accent light, which you use to highlight stuff like artwork or a beautiful fireplace. Honestly, you should think of your light fixtures as the jewelry of your home. Builder-grade options are usually pretty basic, so swapping them out is a fantastic opportunity to really show your personal style. A big, dramatic chandelier or some cool, stylish pendants can instantly become the star of the show. Okay, you want one of the easiest, cheapest upgrades that has the biggest impact? Here it is. Install dimmer switches everywhere. They give you total control over the mood, letting you go from bright and functional to a soft, warm, cozy glow in a second. It's the ultimate mood control tool. So, we've built in the bones, we've set the mood with light, and now it's time for the final, and I think the most important layer. This is where you move beyond just design principles, and you start to infuse the space with your own unique story. And this, right here, this is the secret sauce. A room filled with only brand new stuff can look a little, well, like a page from a catalog. The real magic happens when you mix in pieces that have a past. An antique dresser from your grandma, a cool vintage mirror you found. These things bring a sense of history that makes the space feel so authentic and collected over time. So, how do you do it? You weave your story into the very fabric of the home. Use textiles, curtains, area rugs to soften all those hard edges. Fill your walls with art that means something to you. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be your kids' drawings. And style your bookshelves with more than just books. Put out those objects and collections that you truly treasure. And all of this leaves us with one final big question. As you make all these choices, from the trim on the walls to the rug on the floor, what's the narrative that you're creating? What do you want your home to say about you? Because in the end, that's really what this is all about. You're not just decorating or filling a house with things. You are transforming that blank canvas into a dynamic, living haven. You're creating a home with a narrative. And that story is yours and only yours to write.